Hi, I'm Sandy, and welcome to my personal daily visualization practice for brain rewiring. I am sharing this in case it can help anybody else. Tonight, I am going to do a visualization about a morning jog. The morning air greets me as I step out of my car. It's cool and invigorating with just a hint of dewiness. The walking park is quiet. The soft hum of the day is just beginning. I stand at the start of the smooth paved path, taking a moment to soak in the surroundings. The sky is a soft gradient of teal blue and gold as the sun rises. Its warm light spills through the branches of the tall trees that are planted throughout the walking park. Before I start my jog, I take a few deep breaths, filling my lungs with the fresh, earthy scent of the morning. There is a crispiness to the air that wakes me up fully. The gravel beside the paved path crunches lightly underfoot as I step to the side to stretch. I roll my shoulders back, working out the natural stiffness that comes from sleep. I plant my feet firmly on the ground. The rubber soles of my running shoes grip the earth beneath me. I reach my arms high above my head. I feel the stretch in my sides, my body lengthening as it reaches toward the sky. The gentle warmth of the sunlight kisses my skin, and a light, cool morning breeze rustles the trees, carrying with it the scent of pine and blossoming wildflowers. I bend down to touch my toes and I hold it for a moment. And then I rest my hand on the rough bark of a nearby tree for balance as I bend one knee and bring my heel toward my glutes, grabbing onto my ankle. The stretch to my quad provides a welcome relief from the tension still lingering from my last jog here. I can hear the bubbling of the creek nearby, its cheerful murmur blending with the distant chirps of robins and sparrows. I smile, letting the peaceful sounds ground me in the moment. After a few more stretches, I shift into a warm-up. I walk briskly along the smooth path, swinging my arms in rhythm with my steps. My muscles still feel a little tight, but soon they begin to loosen as I focus on my breathing. In through my nose, out through my mouth. The steady motion feels good. It's a reminder of my body's capability. As I walk, I am filled with a sense of confidence and pride and gratitude. I take a moment to appreciate my body's health and strength and resilience, and to appreciate myself for showing up and putting in the effort and prioritizing my health. I feel a sense of empowerment as I proceed to push through my physical limits. I feel secure knowing I got this, like all the many times before. I notice the park waking up around me. A squirrel scampers across the path ahead, its fluffy tail flickering as it climbs a tree. In the distance, I see a small family of ducks paddling in the pond, the water glistening like liquid gold in the sunlight. The path curves gently, leading me closer to the pond, where the air feels cool and it carries this faint, earthy scent of algae. I start to pick up the pace with a light jog, my feet tapping against the pavement. My body feels ready now, warm and energized, and I settle into an easy rhythm. The wind brushes against my face, cool and refreshing, and I feel a small thrill of joy as the morning unfolds around me. I'm happy to be here, immersed in nature and life, celebrating my ability to move and engage with it. Butterflies and bees move delicately between wildflowers that line the trail. With each step, my body feels more alive. My breathing is steady now, in tune with the cadence of my strides. I feel the warmth of my muscles working, the coolness of the breeze against my shining skin, starting to become wet with sweat now. The park feels like a living, breathing entity. The birds chirp in the trees, their melodies blending into the soft hum of the breeze. The scent of freshly mown grass from the sports field in the distance mixes with the earthy aroma of damp soil. In the distance, I hear the faint creak of the wooden bridge as someone jogs over it. A quiet reminder that I'm not entirely alone in this serene place. As I near a sunlit meadow, I slow my pace, giving myself time to take in the view. The grass stretches out in waves of green. A dragonfly buzzes past. Its iridescent wings catch the light as it darts toward the pond. I pause my jog near a bench, resting my hands on my hips and tilting my face toward the sky. The warmth of the sun sinks into my skin, and I take a moment to catch my breath. The beauty of the park and the stillness of the morning fills me with a sense of peace. The sounds, the smells, the sights feel like a gentle embrace from nature itself. I take a deep breath, letting the moment settle within me before continuing my jog. I jog for quite a while in the same pattern, getting a good burn and then slowing or pausing for a moment to take in the beauty as I catch my breath. Each breath feels sharp as I push forward, but it's also cleansing and purifying, like I'm clearing out what no longer serves me and making space for growth. The burn feels like my body is unlocking its potential, adapting and preparing to carry me even further into my goals and dreams. As I near the end of my jog, I begin to slow down, transitioning into a steady walk to cool off. My legs are heavy, but it's in the best way. It's this kind of tired that speaks to effort well spent. My breathing comes deep and measured, each inhale filling my lungs with the crisp, earthy morning air. There's a good kind of burn in my chest and lungs as my heart beats fast. It gives off a powerful, energizing sensation, a sign that my body can do hard things and a reminder that I'm alive, that my body is capable of pushing limits and growing stronger and adapting to new challenges. I feel awakened, like the furnace of my body is being stoked to life. A warm and invigorating energy spreads through my whole body, igniting my spirit and sparking vitality. There's a satisfying ache in my muscles, and it's a reminder of the distance I've pushed through. Underneath the radiant hum of energy and this quiet euphoria coursing through me is a feeling of exhaustion, but it's in the best way. It causes this natural drug to radiate through my body, making me feel relieved and truly relaxed and at ease. The paved path gleams softly in the morning sunlight, winding back toward the park's entrance. The trees overhead sway gently, their leaves rustling in a rhythm that feels like nature's applause for my accomplishment and the effort I've given. I stop by a bench beneath the shade of a sprawling oak tree. The coolness of the shade is a welcome contrast to the heat radiating from my skin. My pulse is slowing now, but it still thumps in my chest, a steady beat that feels both grounding and exhilarating. As the systems in my body come down, I begin to stretch, bending forward to touch my toes. The stretch is deep and satisfying, my hamstrings lengthening as I exhale into the stretch. My body feels tired but strong, like every muscle has been used and now deserves this moment of care. I straighten, reaching my arms overhead. As I proceed to include more stretches into my cool down, I let my thoughts wander. If this moment, this feeling were a color and an emotion, what would it be? The answer unfolds slowly as I stretch. It would be like the sky against the sunrise this morning. Teal. It evokes energy and renewal and growth. It's a color that feels both invigorating and calming, a perfect balance of energy and rest. I close my eyes as I stretch and imagine that teal color and this feeling as a shade of light enveloping me, starting at the crown of my head. It's warm and steady, radiating downward in waves. I feel it relaxing my face and softening my jaw and easing the tension in my neck and shoulders. It sinks into my chest where it mingles with the steady rhythm of my heartbeat. Each beat sends the light outward, filling my lungs and my arms and my fingertips. It feels like a quiet pulse of gratitude. Gratitude for my body, for the effort it has given, and for the way it continues to carry me. The light travels lower into my core and down into my legs, easing the muscles. It spreads to my feet where it seems to pool, grounding me to the earth beneath the smooth paved path. The sensation is a mix of calm and vitality, as though the energy of the run is now settling into every fiber of my being, leaving behind a sense of strength and power and confidence and aliveness, as well as relief, flooding my whole system. I open my eyes, the teal glow still vivid in my mind. The world around me seems softer, the sunlight warmer, the colors deeper. The meadow ahead shimmers in the morning light, the wildflowers swaying gently in the breeze. The trees stand tall and strong, their branches reaching skyward like arms raised in quiet triumph, kind of like how I feel right now. I finish up my stretching by rolling my shoulders back and lifting my face to the sun. My body feels both spent and renewed. It's this perfect harmony of effort and reward. As I walk back to my car, my steps are slower, more deliberate. My body feels lighter, my mind clearer, and my spirit fuller. The teal light stays with me, a quiet, glowing reminder of the balance between movement and stillness, effort and rest. This is the beauty of running, the way it drains you and fills you up all at once, leaving you tired but alive, calm but energized. It's a gift. And as I take one final deep breath in of the morning air, I feel grateful for every moment of it.